Christians everywhere, and those of you who are considering to become Christians, do not fall for the okie doke gospel or the hearsay gospel. To make my point, how many times has someone or some group of persons lied about you to others? And those others have responded in kind as though those things that were said about you were true, when in fact they were not. Think about how angry and upset you were that the people who believed these lies treated you as if those lies were true and responded to you according to those lies. I hope I'm making sense so far. Because now what I need you to do, especially those who are considering coming to the faith, to think about how God sees this when Christ is misrepresented by people who claim to be believers or ministers of Christ, and they come tell you these things, or they lie to you about something you don't know that he said for yourself. And this is why it is important for believers to understand what's in the Word of God and to know it for themselves. I became a Christian because I read something in Matthew 10. When Jesus said in verse 28, "Do not fear him who can destroy the body and do no more, but rather fear him who can destroy both body and soul in hell." It was that verse, when I read it for the first time, that blew me out of the water, and I became a Christian at that very moment. There was no altar calls, no fancy, ceremonies or rites or people praying over me or laying hands on me. It was simply hearing words that came from Christ that no one had ever told me he said, nor had anyone told me that he spoke this way. So all I've ever heard was God has a wonderful plan for your life, and for you to just say this prayer and become a believer. Nothing can be further from the way God actually works. He works through his word, and through his word, he communicates his truth to your soul. And when those truths hit your soul, you become a believer and can never turn back. True Christians never turn back. Make sure that the gospel you're hearing is not hearsay. Make sure the gospel is what Christ said. It's what God said. It's what his prophets from the scriptures said. And you will know the truth, and it will set you free.